Edward Snowden was born June 21st, 1983 in Elsbeth City, North Carolina to Lonnie and Wendy Snowden. During his youth, Snowden moved with his family to Baltimore, where his mother worked as Chief Deputy Clerk for Administration and Information Technology. Dropping out of high school, Snowden attended Anne Arundel Community College in Arnold, Maryland for a total of 4 years studying computing, later obtaining a GED. In 2003, he enlisted in the U.S. Army for special training, being discharged from the reserves reportedly due to broken legs, but in fact suffered from shin splints.
Any connection between you and WikiLeaks?
No, I mean this is well-established public fact, right? WikiLeaks was in contact with my legal defense team, right, and they helped me leave Hong Kong as a prominent journalistic source, right? This is, again, this has been publicly reported exhaustively. This is ancient history. That's 2013, right? I don't talk to Julian Assange. I don't talk to WikiLeaks. I have no relationship with them. I think what they did in 2013 was a good thing. I think their recent publications, in many cases, have been a genuine public service, right?
Prior to being assigned as a security guard at the University of Maryland, Snowden, anonymously known as the True Hoo-Ha, popped up on technical forums such as Ars Technica as an 18-year-old with a vast array of technical skills. His array of computing knowledge and contribution to said forums eventually earned him positions in the CIA and NSA before he took up contracts under Dell and Booz Allen Hamilton. During his time of military contract work, Snowden became positioned in Hawaii with a very stable position. This is also the time when he began copying over classified files.
There is a crisis, a legitimacy crisis, facing not just the policies and procedures of our government today, but the outcomes of its processes.
Equipped with approximately 1.7 million documents, many of which top secret, Edward Snowden prepared to embark for Hong Kong from Hawaii. Prior to his flight on May 20th, 2013, Snowden informed his supervisor that he needed a leave of absence in order to treat his epilepsy. Between the time of his flight and June 5th, Snowden contacted several journalists, movie maker Laura Poitras, and other information agencies, revealing to them several thousand classified documents, each reviewed by himself. On June 5th, The Guardian, an independent news agency, released said documents concerning active programs being run by the NSA, as well as other privacy-oriented and related surveillance documents. One of the more important programs revealed is known as PRISM, a program designed for real-time data collection of local and international users.
But yeah, look, I lost a lot. I can't come home. My government is still chasing me for charges that internationally are considered to be fairly absurd. It changed the laws of the United States. We got reforms as a result. And now, more than 4 years later, or almost 4 years later, we still have no evidence that any harm came as a result of these disclosures. So we have clear, concrete evidence of public good, that these revelations resulted in, shall we say, positive outcomes.
Shortly after the public exposure of well over 100,000 secretive documents, the U.S. government under the Obama administration began filing prosecutions against Snowden, who has been sanctioned in Hong Kong, Nicaragua, and currently Moscow under clauses of the Espionage Act of 1917, as well as such charges as theft of government property. Earning the Academy Award in 2015, Citizen4 was released, telling Snowden's story from the direct knowledge of Laura Poitras and information from Guardian journalist Glenn Greenwald. Having not received pardon or acceptance of the United States government, Snowden lives under the refuge of Russia, conducting many conferences discussing security and privacy with large audiences through secure video calls, spreading word throughout the world of actions of government and how to protect oneself online.
The actions that he took were inappropriate because of the fact that he put people's lives at risk, basically, in the long run. And I know there's been a lot of talk in the public by Mr. Snowden and some of the journalists that say that the things that have been disclosed have not put national security and people at risk, and that is categorically not true. They actually do. And I think there's also an amazing arrogance to the idea that he knows better than the framers of the Constitution and how the government should be designed and work for separation of powers, and the fact that the executive and the judicial, or the executive and the legislative branch have to work together, and they have checks and balances on each other, and then the judicial branch, which oversees the entire process. I think that's extremely arrogant on his part.